Welcome to the Roughnecks. You guys know what to do. You're it until you're dead or find somebody better. Come on, all you imps, you want to live forever? The only good bug's a dead bug. You know what to do. Kill them all!
Kill them all! Starship Troopers.
Hi, this is Casper Van Dien. I'm commenting on Helldivers 2 today. I'm an expert because, well, I'm Johnny Rico from Starship Troopers. And Helldivers 2 is a tribute to Starship Troopers. And Starship Troopers is awesome! Would I ever consider being in Helldivers? It's a question I get a lot. If the Helldivers and the Roughnecks were to battle, I, of course, being the head of the Roughnecks, Rico's Roughnecks, would say Roughnecks are going to win. Because I'm not going to go into battle thinking I'm going to lose. But I'm sure that the Helldivers would be like, we're going to win. So it would be a battle. It would be an epic battle.
And spread managed democracy throughout the galaxy. Become a hero.
It's the same thing. It's the same movie. It's so awesome. I love it. They had the power suits they can see. This is definitely, you can see that this is definitely a huge tribute to the thing. Look at that uniform. It's very Starship Troopers like. That guy.
Hello.
Very similar feel. Look at that.
But freedom doesn't come.
Oh yeah.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
He's just sitting there, invasion.
Look familiar? Scenes like these are happening all over the galaxy right now.
And look at this. First-person shooter killing some guys. We could kill these guys. The Roughnecks, we need you out there killing them all. Look at that guy diving and fighting. See that cape? It's cool, but I'm looking at this. It looks exactly like Helldivers. Looks just like being out there in the thing. They look like I mean, they're throwing capes in, which would probably have gotten on my nerves. But you know, as far as another thing, it's almost like they have the flags on them. That's kind of cool, I guess. Oh, that guy didn't make it very far. He got eliminated. We didn't have a lot of grass in Starship Troopers. They wanted more of the deserty look. This would have been cool to fight on something like this too. Look at that. They have a Marauder uniform. That's from Starship Troopers 3. That's awesome. Yeah, that's good. They killed that bug good. Ride that bug. Well, I think the Terminators are just hybrids of the Arachnids. I think that the Arachnids were the big, I mean, there's so many of them. I don't know. I haven't seen the mass quantity. Look at this. They're getting eliminated right there. These Terminators are pretty cool, but I still think the Starship Troopers bugs are I mean, these are so similar to them. These could be just like them. They're just so similar. It's interesting. I like the Starship Troopers bugs, and you know, I guess I'm very particular to them. I fancy my bugs. I don't know what I can say. I just fancy my bugs. So, are they gonna jump on them? There was every day there'd be something that would happen. I jumped off a mountain one day onto the tanker bugs. So it's a 30-foot mountain. I jump onto a platform and I have all these stuntmen that are hanging on the sides. They built this rafter up about 25 feet up. They grabbed me by the waist, and as it's pulling me down because I'm going like this, and I'm going, ah! It's pulled me, and I lifted my weapon up because I didn't want to land on it, and I chipped my teeth. But in the next take, they're like, are you ready to go? The next take, I go again, and I'm thinking, mental note to self, do not put the gun above your head and fall on your face. Again, Casper. Very next take, I'm falling again because the wire pulled me again, and I put the butt of the gun in my rib, and I landed on there, and I cracked 3 ribs, and blood shot out of my mouth and hit the camera. And the camera guy goes, oh my God, I didn't know you had one of those pills with the blood in it. And I go, I didn't. As if this guy jumps on one, I'm gonna flip out. That's gonna be so funny. Is he gonna blow it up? Or he's throwing grenades. Yep, that's what I did. Threw grenades and nukes. We threw nukes and blew them up. So there's the nuke that we have. That's amazing. This is my God, this is exactly Starship Troopers. It is exactly Starship Troopers. That is awesome. It's amazing how much this is Starship Troopers. This is a 4-player. This is a 4-player game. I know that Starship Troopers Extermination is going to be a 16-player game. Up to 16 players. I also know you can do solo missions and other things like that. I've talked to the gamers there. It's pretty cool too. So I love all this Starship Troopers stuff coming out. I mean, this Helldivers 2, the Starship Troopers Extermination, the and the people are watching the movie again. And I hope they read the book. The book's great, totally different than the movie. Verhoeven didn't even read the book because he's that's just the way he is. And he just wanted to make the movie he wanted to make, and he did. It was broadcast. So this is just like the Starship Troopers, propaganda war film. So it's basically, that was based off of the 50. Oh, look at this, Operation Valiant Explosion. Look at that. This is the drop ships. It's just like Starship Troopers. That's amazing. These guys look just like Starship Troopers, only with capes. They're on a planet, looks very similar to the planets we fight. And they have a whole map out, Terminated Outbreak, that's like the bugs. Interesting, breaking news. So these are all the propaganda war things that we have. It definitely looks very Starship Troopers. That's amazing. Yeah, okay, so they have the propaganda.
Would you like to know more?
This is awesome. This is all a tribute to Starship. This shows General Brash. This probably would be who I am now. Unlike either Roughnecks or Zim or Rico. Rico becomes that at the end. So this is definitely a total tribute to Starship Troopers. Yes, Starship Troopers. There we go. Hey, there's me.
It's me.
Look at that. So this one was hard. Michael got a little bit sick here because he got overheated. We were all baking in this heat. The sun is coming down on us, and then he's also now has all this vermiculite or whatever this stuff was on top of him now. So he's caked in there, and then he has the fake leg parts put up, and then we have to lift them. So, yeah, this is great. Dina in this place, also when we were pulling him up, she knocked herself out. She gave herself a concussion. So she was out for 2 days, so we had to redo this. Michael got sick because he was in there. And then I shoot him because he tells me to. In this tanker bug. Incredible. There's the tank. This is the next day my daughter Grace was born. They let me out of the tank. I was able to meet her. Next day I was back in this tank, and Harrison Ford walked onto the set. So I got to meet Harrison Ford and my daughter in that same week. It's pretty amazing. I'm still in touch from Starship Troopers. I'm still in touch with Jake Busey a little bit sometimes, and Patrick Muldoon and I call each other all the time. And look at him, super stud dude, coming out with no helmet on. So yeah, I'm still in touch with a lot of Starship Troopers people. I love them. Cool to see these things. They're definitely tribute. Look at that big bug. It's just good that it's had a lot of. I mean, it's 27 years, and this movie is still. It's being talked about. It was a really popular movie, one of the most watched movies again just recently because of this video game that's out, and a new one coming, the new Starship Troopers Extermination coming out. So it's just got legs. So it's pretty cool for me. I think. What's the moral difference, if any, between a civilian and a citizen? A citizen accepts personal responsibility for the safety of the body politic, defending it with his life. A civilian does not. Basically what it's saying in a nutshell is if you serve the country, then you have the rights to be a citizen. If you don't serve, then you don't have a say in what happens. And I think they're trying to say that it's their duty to serve so that we can protect our rights. So I understand what they're saying with this, that it should only be the guys in the military that serve, that are willing to risk their lives, that should have a say. But do you understand it? Do you believe it? I believe that our country is great, where the military people have fought for all the rights for all of us, to even the ones that haven't served, to have a right to vote. And that's what I believe. Would I ever consider being in Helldivers is a question I get a lot. Of course I love the idea of Helldivers too. I think General Bragg looks great. I think, you never know what could happen. I'm open to see what happens. I already feel like I'm already a part of it. You never know. If Helldivers or Starship Troopers Extermination game, I'd be very interested in it. It's something I think is cool. Of course, I I'm very particular in my Starship. You know that. I love being Johnny Rico. So, but the General looks pretty cool too in this one. I'm not gonna lie. In the movie Starship Troopers, we have a planet called Klendathu, and in Helldivers 2, they have Klendath 2. And then also in Starship Troopers, we talk about Zegama Beach, and they have Zegama Prime. I see all of it. I see the way the guys talk and what they say, and I see the bugs and everything. It is such a tribute to Starship Troopers. It's really quite wonderful. And I know that they're also coming out with the Starship Troopers Extermination game, so it's just so much Starship Troopers right now. So one of the biggest things I had, and one of the biggest gifts I've ever had, is in the Starship Troopers world. There's been a lot. There's the Death from Above tattoo that I keep seeing in here. They have the Death from Above in there. One time I was going through a divorce, and the whole crew, for the crew picture, they didn't tell me. They all snuck and got Death from Above tattoo, the press-ons. And for our cast photo at the end of it, we all did the Death from Above. It was a last minute thing. I was like, I can't believe you guys did this. To kind of like just say thank you to me, which was so weird. Another Death from Above tattoo, I was doing a movie in New Mexico, and this guy goes to me, the captain of the transport captain goes, hey, would you take a picture with my son? And I go, yeah. He goes, he's a Marine, and he's a huge fan. I go, I would love to. I love the Marines. He goes, yeah, he got blown up in Iraq by a roadside bomb and lost his legs and part of his arm. And I said, oh. And he goes, yeah. And the last image he had as he was going and he thought he was going to die was his arm, bare arm came in with a Death from Above and pulled him out. And he goes, that guy became his best friend, and they bonded over Starship Troopers. And that guy's back doing another tour, and he wants to send a picture of you to his buddy. And so at this point, I'm crying, and the makeup artist was crying. So she covered up his tattoo on his arm, and we both did this. She made us a Death from Above, and we sent this to his buddy, who was doing another tour in Afghanistan. And it was just an unbelievable thing. So I got to see this amazing man who bonded over a silly movie I did that is still inspiring things. But 2 years later, that's in New Mexico. 2 years later, I'm at Warner Brothers working on All American, playing this father on All American, and I have to hand in my ID. And I hand in my ID to the security guard, and the security guard goes like this. He goes, hey, Rico. And I go, obviously my ID says Casper Van Dien. I'm just going to let you guys know it says Casper Van Dien. But he goes, hey, Rico, because we heard what you did for that Marine, and we just wanted to say thank you. And when I have moments like that, where real men that serve our country, real men and women that serve our country, can give me a taste of what it's like to feel like what they are, like real men and women that serve our country and protect us, give us our rights to do this. It's just inspiring for me. So I love that. I love that this Helldivers 2 is doing that for people. I love that they're now doing Starship Troopers Extermination. I love all this continuation of it. It looks like another Starship Troopers world universe. So Helldivers 2 is a great tribute to Starship Troopers 2. It looks awesome. It just gets me excited. To potentially play, and then makes me want to play Starship Troopers Extermination when that's coming out. So I'm gonna give it, a 10 out of 10. Hi, this is Casper Van Dien. You've been watching Experts React. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. You know what to do. Welcome to the Roughnecks.